Hey guys, I'm Lon from Another Oasis. I'm your host today. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, if you know and follow my Instagram, you will know that I actually visited Bangkok and I visited flower markets in Chatuchak. So I filmed a video, and too bad, I actually got stuck with the video editing, and my video content creator are also telling me that I have a bad video skill. That's why all the video is scattering everywhere. We find some time trying to combine it together. That's why we are shooting here in my studio, try to let you guys to see what the films looks like, and I will just try to explain to you in the studio and then to show you the footage also at the same time so that you understand what's going on in the Chatuchak market. So and the following videos, I will just try to explain what I see and what's the impressions like and during the Chatuchak market, and also what's the things that I actually find more interesting. I actually came a bit late to the Chatuchak flower markets. It's about 4 or 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, and everyone's packing up. I'm super late over there, and when I was there, people are leaving, everyone's packing up. I have nothing to see, because from what I heard from my friends in Bangkok, they told me that if you go in the morning, you will see there's full of people and there's a lot of plants selections for you to choose. If you came in a bit late, I think most of the plants that's really affordable and nice, most of the collectors will go in the morning and then they will just grab all the plants that's available to them, and then with a really good price. And then when you came in late, you just get whatever you can have. So yes, too bad for me, because I'm going to Bangkok together with my family. They don't want to follow me to the flower markets because they are not really interested to plant like me, crazy plant people. So I only be able to go to the market by myself and then to check it out. So yeah, check out the video. So like I said, I came a bit late, and most of the people are packing up right now, and I try to find where's the centralized place to look for like a flea market, where's a place to sell most of the plants over there. But I can see there's actually a huge circle, and then in the center there's actually like a flea market. There's a hall over there and with a booth around inside the center market, and surrounding the center market there's actually a store. I think it's a hawker store, but most of them are closed. And surrounding the store there's actually a roadside, as you can see in the video, and they are just open up the store and sell like the night markets. I came into the place and then I saw there's a lot of interesting cactus selections, and also succulents, agave, and I'm really impressive to see all these Bangkok breeders that bring so many selections of cacti. I actually expect to see more Aroids than succulents, but I'm surprised, probably because I'm late, but surprised. And I see that there's actually a lot of cacti for me to actually explore. And then I went into the centralized market, and it looks like a flea market, like I said previously. And inside the flea market sell a lot of potted plants like Aroids, such as Monstera, philodendrons, alocasia, as you can see in the video later. And I can see most of the plants are actually available in Malaysia too. So I just walk around and see what they have. But too bad, they're packing up, so nothing much to see over there. So you can just enjoy the footage. Price for the Aroids, right, is unbelievable, affordable for now. If I still remember when I'm in Bangkok Chatuchak in, I think, year of 2019, when I was there, I go to one of the special plant event. I think it's called Rama event. But it's not Chatuchak, it's actually a place that sells most of the exotic plants. And I still remember the price for Monstera elbow is close to 1,000 ringgit. Of course, after that, after the MCO, the price even more crazier. I think it's up to 8,000 ringgit for plants right now. So, but of course, now it's 2023. You can find 150 to 200 for one Monstera elbow. It's relatively cheaper right now. And I can't believe that in Bangkok Chatuchak, it's the same thing happening in Bangkok. It's cheaper, and some of the plants even cheaper than Malaysia here. So yeah, you can find a lot of plants over there. But of course, I really way over the Aroid craziness. I'm not as crazy as I were previously. But if I look into Aroid, yeah, the price is cheap. If you are a tourist, you go to the plant seller there, the store, you tell them you are from Malaysia, Singapore, or anything. You can see that they actually pack in the plants without soil. They will always ask, bare root? That's the term they try to use, bare root. So you tell them bare root, they will try to remove the plants from the pots and then to clean up the soil, and then they will just pack it up with bare roots condition for you to bring it back to your countries. Disclaimer here, I'm not trying to encourage you to buy plants from overseas and bring back to Malaysia. I don't know anything about that. If you really want to do that, it's up to you. I'm not trying to advise you to buy plant from overseas, and I don't bear any responsibility. So I never did that before. Of course, I buy a plant, but a plant is actually without soil, so I guess it's fine. So yeah, you can just tell the seller you want bare roots. They can be able to help you do that. And they also told me that a lot of Japanese and also Koreans plant buyers are doing that way. Come to here, right? You can see there's a lot of succulents and also cacti in the Chatuchak markets. It reminds me of Cameron Highlands. When you go to Cameron Highlands, we always go to this cactus valley, I think. It has vast selections of cactus. But of course, if you are Malaysians, you've been there for several times, you find that it's really boring. The cacti selections are always the same, it's still the same cacti and on and on and on. After 5 to 10 years, you go back there, it's still the same cacti again. So, but in Bangkok, you can see there's a lot more cacti species than you can imagine. I don't know the ID, but there's a lot. When I walk into the hall, like I said, in the center, there's a flea market, and outside there's a roots, actually circulating the hall. And beside that, there's a few hawker stalls looking places. And then but most of them are closed. They sell plastic plants. Like I say, I'm late and they're closing down. They sell a lot of plastic plants also. They have a lot of plastic plants, and I think most of them are for interior decorative purposes. So when I walk out the center hall, right, I found there's another street that has more interesting looking plant, such as air plants, and also there are many other plant supplies too. Other than selling plants, we can find they sell a lot of plant supplies such as fertilizer, pots, tools for you to grow your plants. And of course, I didn't buy any because my luggage is small. And here's the moisture of the one. One thing that I noticed about there is they have a lot of plant sellers in Bangkok Chatuchak are using solely cocoa husk as a planting media. I don't know why. If you ask me, I will never do that because cocoa husks dry out really fast, and I don't know how they manage to do that in all their plants also. If you look into their plants, right, most of the pots are planted in cocoa husks, also cocoa pits, I guess it's because it's highly available in Thailand, is there are natural resources they have, and and also probably because the government are encouraging them to use that, and it's relatively cheaper compared to peat moss and others media. So you can see they're using cocoa husk as their solely planting media for most of the plants out there. I stumbled into one of the places that sell a lot of Aroids. They have complete selections of Aroid species. And I found that the price are actually quite cheap also, not really expensive. But if you ask me whether I will buy it or not, if you ask me 3 to 4 years back, I would have the impulsiveness to buy the plant immediately. But right now, I would just rather get the plants from local seller. You can find a lot of local growers and also plant sellers are selling the plants that are highly available right now, like Philodendron Yorkii, Philodendron Billetia variegated. That's everywhere right now, You can buy from local seller and also to support the local growers too. So when I walk out the hall and I stumble into one place that they are packing up their sago palm, which means I think it's called cycads. I don't know the species, but the genus is called cycads. They are packing up, and I realized they are really in a small size potted with such a huge plant. And I guess because it's easier for them to move around, you know. But I guess the plants are doing fine. I don't know, and they're picking up. You know, I'm really surprised to see that. I stumbled into another really interesting looking plants store. They sell a lot of plants like Stephania's Codex plant and also cacti. I think the Codex plant name are called Diocerea and Dostania. And other than that, some of the species I don't even know their name, but it's really interesting looking. And yeah, the price is quite cheap. I think it's about 100 to 150 baht for one small plant, about like 15 cm tall. Probably in Malaysia also the same price, but I'm really surprised the price is cheap. Wow, look at all these potatoes. It's actually Stephania's. Just wondering, if I bring it back to Malaysia, how am I going to explain to the immigration officer? Just tell them it's a potato. A lot more interesting looking succulents. This one is a beautiful one. I have no idea what's the name of these plants. Other than Codex plant, I see Thailand has a lot of breeders that breeds cacti plant, which is called, I forgot the genus, I think it's called Astrophytum. Yeah, Astrophytums. You can see they has vast collections and also colors, variations also. And they are blooming too. And I think the price is really cheap. It's super affordable, and also some Hawaitia. And Hawaiias over there also, but I guess I try to buy a lot of Hawaiias from August Fame. You can check it out. They sell a lot of Hawaiia also. They're imported from Taiwan, and also China. But in Thai, there's a more exotic looking Hawaiia also. Okay, after all the plants that I introduced to you guys, you know, Codex, Aroid, and some ferns, of course, you know. But the most important thing I wanted to check it out in Bangkok Chatuchak is actually Platycerium. So I get to ask around the plant seller over there. I show them the pictures of Platycerium. Some of them have no clue what's that. And I even asked some of the local sellers selling Platycerium. They just told me that, you know, they are the one selling that. I don't think that's actually Platycerium. And I think they don't really understand what I'm talking about. And I have to take out my phone to do the Google Translate to tell them what Platycerium are, and then to show them the pictures. And of course, I managed to find one seller that's selling a lot of Platycerium, and then he told me it's actually at the end of the street. So I have to walk all the way back the end of the street to find out that what kind of Platycerium they have. Okay, I found one store selling Platycerium. I bump into it, but I see most of them are selling really normal looking Platycerium, such as Platycerium kichakut. It's a hybrid of Corallium and radii, and some bifurcatums, not even a Vilinkii. Cute looking orchid. Let's So I stumbled into a platysium seller that's selling really exotic looking platysium. When I mean exotic, it has platysium bana A, platysium jade girl, bacterias, all kind of platysiums are in dwarf form. And I get to ask the seller how much they are selling for the plants. And they're telling me it's actually spoiling. So spoiling means that the plant is actually propagated through the spores. So when it's spoiling, you will have to expect the plant will not look exactly same like the mother plant. So yeah, and the spoiling of the jade girl, I think it's cost about 4,500 bahts. It's close to, I think, 800 ringgit, 800 to 900, if I'm not mistaken. Now I came to one store that's selling a lot of platysium. Platysium really are in a really huge sizes. Platysium corallium, some platysium wallichii. I think it's endemic in Chiang Mai also. And I'm really sad to see that. Why? Because I can see that most of the platysium are poached from the wild. It's not bred by the breeders in Thailand. It's mostly just poached from the jungle. And most of the seller there has no knowledge about platysium. The things that I ask about them, they don't even understand the things that I'm trying to ask them also. I think it's quite sad to see that. At last, I come to the store that sell a lot of platysium. They have some platysium, some begonias over there. But the things about them is they don't label the platysium. I try to ask the owner of the store what's the ID of the platysium they have. They just tell me it's just Staghorn. But nevertheless, it's really exotic looking, but I guess it's actually a platysium helii cultivar, which I don't know what's the cultivar like. But yeah, it's a really interesting and nice looking plant. At last, I think this is the most satisfying store that sell platysium that I found across all the sellers over there. So this seller is actually a platysium enthusiast. When I asked him about Thailand breeds, he knows what's platysium archi, he knows what is platysium helii, rygin, and a lot more cultivars in Thailand. They came from Thailand. So, and I got a really good chit chat with him and asked him about platysium over there. I think he's the only one that I'm really interested into growing platysium, and the only one that sell mainly platysium. So over there, I think I found a platysium blue boy. It's close to about 500 bahts. And I searched impulsiveness to actually bring back the plants. Like I say, my luggage is really small. I don't have the space, and plus my daughters actually put a lot of clothes and my wife also, so I don't have space to put in the plants anymore. So yeah, I didn't get any plants. Yeah, sorry guys. Oh yeah, one more thing. Things I like about this one platysium seller is they have a plant ID label. So you don't need to do the guesswork. They already tell you the ID over there. Yeah, most of the plants have ID label. It's really important. That's all for today, guys. That's my trip to Bangkok Chatuchak flower market. And if you ask me what's the impressions I have from visiting the flower markets, it's actually nothing much because, like I say, the plant is actually kind of a generic looking plant. Like I said, if I go back there like 3 to 4 years ago, I would be really excited, and I will have a really huge luggage, of course, about the plants. But nah, right now I guess because Aroid plants are highly available right now in the markets. You can find from local sellers here, you can find from some growers like Ray and some plant sellers here. They grow a lot of Aroids that you can't be able to imagine. Some of them even hybridize the Anthurium here themselves, and some of them even import straight away from South America right now. So I guess the plants is relatively cheaper, and it's more pervasive hobby right now. So I guess that's why the price is dropping. And yeah, nothing much to see in Bangkok Chatuchak, especially if you're looking for Aroids. But if you are looking for Codex, if you are looking for cacti, succulent, yeah, you must have to pay them a visit when you are in Bangkok. You'll be amazed like me, and you will see that there has a lot of really affordable price for cacti and succulents. And if you ask me about platysium, nothing much. I don't find any interesting platysium looking plants over there unless I travel to the place that breeds platysium. I think most of them from Chiang Mai. But in Bangkok Chatuchak market, you can't find any interesting looking platysium except the store that I mentioned just now at the last video, at the last of the few seconds there. So yeah, nothing much. So, but you guys, if you really happen to drop by in Bangkok, please pay them a visit. You will probably don't be late like me. Go there early maybe you will find something different compared to me because I'm late there. So that's why I don't see anything special. So if you're really in Bangkok, please pay Bangkok Chatuchak flower markets a visit and try to see what's the interesting plants that you're looking for. And yeah, that's all guys. If you like the video, share it with your friends and your family. Drop your comments in the comment box below to see what you want to see in next video. And that's all guys. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye bye.